What do you think about a homie trying to bone your ex?
I don't with it. As soon as your homie starts dating a girl, unfortunately, that girl's off limits.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's say you get fucking married. I go and your last ex.
Because we're going to become like a social list country.
Oh, you think we're going to be socialist?
Or world, yeah.
Oh,
These big corporations are already damn near taking over as it is. COVID
Monopolizing.
is that. I don't know. I'm just kind of going on.
No, yeah, you're going a lot of ways. I'm trying to keep up, but welcome back to another episode of the O-Town Talk.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming back in. If you are a subscriber and if you're new here, well, thank you for tuning in and I hope you enjoy the video. We've got a few good topics to hop into it today. Unfortunately, we are missing our third here. It's just me and Bray today.
Another boys only.
You know, it's unfortunate, but it's also fortunate because me and Bray be turning up. You know what I'm saying?
We always have good conversation, so we intend to do that tonight as well.
So yeah, we're just going to hop right on in. We got a little juicy one today because it actually hits a little close to home for the homies. You know what I'm saying?
More so, yeah.
So what do you think about a homie trying to bone your ex?
I don't fuck with it. It's like bro code. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't talk to your homie's ex at all, really. Like it's kind of like as soon as your homie starts dating a girl, unfortunately, that girl's off limits.
Yeah,
you know, that's
forever.
how I look at it. Yeah,
the way I see it, I mean, so
like I don't think like
as long as you're still homies,
yeah,
she's off.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
like if you guys haven't talked in 10 fucking years,
then okay.
and you run into his ex at a bar somewhere, like okay, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I haven't talked to him forever.
And if you get mad at that, you're kind of a pussy.
Yeah,
like,
that's kind of crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
it's not even worth it at that point.
So do you think there's like a time on it? Like, let's say, for example, let's say you get fucking married.
Oh, damn.
Like, let's say you get married, right?
All right.
And then me, I go and fuck your last ex before you got married, though. Like, so you got married and I'm fucking the girl that you were dating before you met your wife.
Yeah, I would feel some type of way.
You still?
Yeah.
You were married? Yeah,
I think you're my boy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like I would too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even yeah, because it's if you're really homies with somebody, like, and you respect them, that's like the unspoken rule. Like, at least that
I think it's pretty spoken, honestly.
Really?
I feel like people be saying that, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but there's a lot of motherfuckers that don't abide by it.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like,
bro, and there's some people are weird with it, bro. I mean, I guess that's another thing. Like you're the product of the people you hang around.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're around a lot of homies that are like loyal and shit, and like y'all are brothers and all that, ride or dies, and like respectful, you know, so that shit won't be happening.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're a bunch of like
degenerates.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even like. I mean, I guess it is definitely degenerate behavior, but like, I don't know. Some people just are fucking.
Some dudes just don't give a fuck. I mean,
well, yeah, but it's not
on
even
both
like,
ends of the spectrum.
It's not even like they don't give up. It's almost like they're not even real friends.
I bet you those same dudes that like claim they don't care, deep down
they definitely do.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
You know what I mean?
But I feel like it's more so like they're not even like real friends because I'm thinking of this specific friend group that I got in mind. And like they all be like, it's almost like they're taking turns with the girls that they be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
But it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's weird, bro.
So
it's obviously like, it's not like they're like, hey, yo, like, let's pass this girl around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's for the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like one of them will date her for like a year. They'll break up, but she'll stick around in the friend group. And then his homies are then boning her too. And the dude like cares but doesn't act on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like it's like an agreed upon thing in this friend group that like they're all just like, I think none of them want to seem pussy. No, I think that's what it is. Yeah, they don't want to seem pussy
because if you talk about your feelings,
they're like, well, Chris did it to Jordan's girlfriend. So if I bitch about him doing it to my girl, like Jordan didn't bitch to him. So if I bitch, I look like a pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And
so
I don't know, man. It's one of those just things, man. That's it's unfortunate as men, but like, yeah, dude, if you're homies with somebody and they're dating a bad bitch, I hate to say it, even if she's flirting with you, like, you know,
shut it the fuck down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even after they break up, like, or you break up, like, even if it's a year or two after, like, I mean, I guess I wouldn't necessarily like, I wouldn't care if my homie, like, I guess started dating her. I would definitely feel some type of way, but like,
so you'd rather him date her than just fuck her?
No, well, both on both ends. Like, like if they fucked her, that's definitely just like one thing. But like, yeah, obviously, if they date, then it's another. But either way, like, I don't know if I would care more. Well, yeah, I guess I probably would care more if they were dating because then,
I would.
like, obviously they were like continuously fucking. But like,
but not even just the fucking, like that's a big.
Know, bro. Like, I'm weird. I'm weird with that shit too. Like, I guess possessive would be like not a good term, I guess. But like,
I mean, I feel like as men, you know, take it back to the manosphere type shit.
I mean, even animals, I think, do that shit, right?
Well, animals, like, homies don't be chilling in the animal kingdom.
What you mean?
You're not really, you don't got friends in the animal kingdom.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah.
You steal the other guy's woman.
Actually, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Like, they'll kill you.
Just take your animal world's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I feel like just as men, like, you know, we're territorial. I think that's what you're looking
for. Yeah.
We're like, territorial. So it's like, yo, that was mine. And like, even though I don't have feelings for her anymore or whatever, that's my ex.
It's like, dude, like, you can't fuck with her. Like,
yeah, you can't just step on my grounds like that.
It's kind of fucked too. I mean, I don't know.
And I get, now here's the way I see it. If you really got feelings for her, right? Like you're in love with my ex.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Then you got to stop being friends with me. And then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's really like the only way.
Because it's like, it's a stipulation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, look, if that's what you want to do, I'll respect your opinion, your decision. But I'm not fucking with
you. Actually, yeah, shit. Yeah, because then, because to that same token, they then have to at least put themselves in your shoes and see it from our end.
Yeah, you know? like the way I see it, if you're picking pussy over your homies, you're not gonna be my homie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, the classic saying, bros before hoes. And
literally, literally.
And it's a sad,
but it's those kind of guys, the kind of guys that are gonna switch up on their boy for pussy are definitely the kind of guys you don't want in your circle.
No, absolutely.
They're just not loyal to you.
They're the same guys that aren't gonna help you grow or become better. Or, you know what I mean? Like they're not gonna motivate you. And exactly what you said, you're going to become a product of your environment. So you're going to end up fucking being like that.
Yeah, exactly. Or you're going to bury those feelings down and then you're going to be a bitch for your whole life. You're never going to stand up for yourself or be pissed off. Exactly. Yeah.
So I don't think there's ever a good time for your homie to date another homie's like ex. Like, I don't know. I feel
like I said, the only way I see it is if you guys lose contact. But then at that point, you're no longer homies.
I feel weird just like hugging my like friends' girlfriends. Like, I would feel weird, let alone just like talking to them.
Why do you feel like that?
Just out of respect. Like, I don't know.
I guess I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I used to feel that way. I feel like I got over that though.
If I'm like super close with them, then like, you know, it's different. But like, up front, like I'm trying, like I'll like dap you up or something.
Dap
like,
up a chick?
Absolutely. You know, like, if it's your girlfriend, like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be as like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to give up any type of signs, messages, nothing. I'll dap you up. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Like call me weird, but hey, yeah, I'm not trying to fuck you. Sorry.
I did used to feel that way, but I felt, I don't know, over time, I'm
slowly getting over it, but like I said, it's more so I do.
Because now I almost feel rude. I almost feel rude if I don't hug them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then it's like,
or I might not it's almost like shake their hand. Like I'll just be like, hey, like nice to meet you.
But it's almost, that's probably even better.
Yeah, that's what
you know what I mean? Like keep your distance, just be like, hey, how you doing? But
I mean, if they go in for a hug, then I'm like,
you gotta do it.
I'm looking at them like, dude, I'm like, you see what she did? Like, hey man, I'm not doing anything. My hands are up.
Now the way I see it though, like I feel like it's almost rude in the sense of like, it's, how do I put this? It's almost like a reverse psychology thing. It's like, I'm not hugging her because I don't want to give off the vibe that I want to fuck her. And then, but the homie's going to be like, why aren't you hugging her? Like, do you think you're going to fuck her? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, there is that, but like.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, so that's not the whole reason I do it. Mainly I just hug a chick because it's almost like second nature at this point. Like chicks there. Hey, good to meet you.
Yeah, what up?
But, I feel like it also is a sign of respect to the girl of like, hey, like, welcome to the
town talk, yeah,
or the group, you know what I mean? like you're dating my homie, so now you're friends with us.
Yeah, so you're one of the homies now too. Yeah. Another thing that it just hit me too, like if you are talking or you're hitting up your homie's exes, like bro, go like learn some game. You know what I
For
mean?
real,
Like,
yeah.
damn, stop taking like if you want some leftovers, that's fine. But like, come on, dog. Like,
Yeah, bro.
you know what I mean? Like, you can't get your own. So
There's so many women.
that's what I'm saying.
There's
Like, dude, like
so
out of all the women and
women.
out of every place to go, you choose to mess with the chick that I was talking to. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
like,
fucking
dude,
weird.
you don't know how to talk to chicks, so you got to talk to mine. Like, cause I introduced her. Like, come on, bro. Like, at that point, then I'm just like, kid must be pussy or just can't pull chicks because.
But it's not even. But the thing is, he still has to pull her. It's almost like it's like they're choosing to be a snake.
Yeah, it was that. Well, yeah,
You know what I mean?
That, but
like, because
I think part of that. I think that plays a part in it though. Like but
it doesn't make it any easier. It's still a female.
Well, it makes it a little bit easier.
You still got to work them.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like not as much as you would. It's like curling 100 pounds, but like this time, you're curling like 70. You know what I mean?
But why do you think it's easier?
Because like,
I mean, if the ex is bitter, maybe like she wants to get revenge.
Well, that too, but like you said, like if you invite them to the group and like now you're like friends with them or whatever, so like depending on
like turning a friend into more.
Essentially, kind of yeah. So like you see them over time, like you have like casual conversation, but then like
the ice is already broken.
Right. Exactly.
That's fair.
So that's why, yeah. Instead of like initially, like had you never met me before, and then you had to go up and be like, oh yeah, hey, like I mean, I guess it's you still have an easier icebreaker because you can be like, oh yo, yeah, what's up? I'm Vince's homie, like, what's up? Like, heard you guys broke up or whatever.
Yeah, you get.
So I mean, you have that too, but if you're better friends, then yeah, you definitely can get in it easier. I think so. Yeah, but yeah, you definitely got to put in some work. I mean, unless.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. The ice is already broken. So
if she has feelings for you or even the slightest, I mean, then yeah, that helps too. Well, that's even fucked too. now
that's fucked up, girl.
This is a good question though. Now, what happens if the ex is hitting you up constantly?
Like, if your ex was like hitting me up,
yeah,
I'd probably block her.
Because you're a good friend.
That'd probably be like my first instinct. I mean, my first instinct, I'd probably be like, it's always I never want to assume the worst.
Now, what about those who would argue, like, dude, like, she slid in my DMs first.
No, it's
like,
bullshit.
I'm not gonna like
you ignore her.
I didn't hit her up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you still like did the thing. Like, you know what I mean?
I just feel like it is such a weird thing though, because obviously there's probably guys out there like, bro, these guys are fucking tripping. But I feel like the majority of them are kind of like,
no, I feel like most guys are.
Yeah, because like I said, we're territorial. That's once you start talking to someone, once you date someone or you have intimate feelings for them as a friend.
Would you say talking counts? It's like you only had a talking stage with a chick.
Feel like you're stepping. That's
depends how deep it went, right?
That too. I mean,
you kind of got to check with the homie on that one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you got to check them. Like, hey man, like, what's up?
Like, yo, so like, how'd you feel about that?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
because I've definitely pulled that on a homie.
What?
Like, I've asked my homie, like, if he was talking to a chick, I've been like, hey, yo, like, so did you like care about her?
And that's one thing. I mean, if you're gonna talk to her, if you want to talk to her, I mean, at least talk to your homie about it.
Now, if it's an ex, I don't even think you should need to have the conversation.
Exes are completely off limits. Now, if you talked to a chick,
I think she's still
I don't think
an option, but you got to check with the homie.
Yeah, do you?
I think a little bit. I think a little bit because
I mean, yeah, if you were
depends on the circumstances. You know what I mean? Like if your homie was talking to her and he was in love, but it was her that didn't want to make it official, then it's kind of fucked for you to like take that ground.
So yeah.
That's why you got to check with the homie.
Yeah,
that's why you got to check.
Make sure you got to see where they're.
Now, if you know that your homie was like just smashing and passing type deal, then it's fair fucking game. Yeah.
Now, do you still feel some type of way about that?
I would still check,
dude. See, I would still feel some type of way about it.
I wouldn't feel.
Maybe
what you mean? Wait. Rewind. What you mean?
So like, if like I was just like smashing some chick, it feels so funny saying that. Like, and then, but like it wasn't anything like serious, and then like you started smashing her. Like I'd kind of be like, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have like,
Depends like how soon. And like I said, how deep the talking stage was.
So
how long was I fucking, there's so many factors, you know what I mean? Now, if it was like literally I met this chick at a bar, fucked her and never talked to her again, and then you fucked her like next week, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
But like if I was like constantly fucking a girl for like say a month or two, and then I stopped and then like a week later you fucked her, I'd be a little bit like.
Now, what about if it was like a month after? So that's what I'm saying.
Once again, there's so many factors, bro. But I would say, generally speaking, like if I'm just fucking her and I had no intention of dating her and I fucked her for a month or two, then a month later you fucked her, I probably wouldn't care.
Yeah.
It'd probably be just a little bit of like jealousy, but it wouldn't be anger.
It'd still be, I think
I'd be like, damn, like damn, I wasn't that special. Kind of
exactly. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like guys like to feel special too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like when I hear, oh yeah, I've done that with someone already. I'm like, I damn near get heartbroken. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I'm like,
yeah.
there's not many of them like that left.
Yeah, well,
There's a lot of rare.
me.
There's a lot of rare gems out there, man. So yeah, especially, and if you have one, lock her down, genuinely.
Yeah.
And don't talk to your homies' girlfriends, bro. That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
that's fucking.
That's so fucked up. Go learn how to spit some game. Get some.
I mean, unless, like I said, if you are in love with your homie's ex, first of all, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's insane.
that's kind of weird.
That's insane.
But if you are that guy, you got two options here.
Kill yourself.
All right, so two options here. One, you gotta like ask the homie. You at least gotta ask. You gotta be like, look,
you gotta have a come to Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie, I fucked up a little bit already. I've been texting your girl and I'm your ex, and I'm thinking about. And I'm thinking about
say that is just crazy. Like I'm just
listen. Let me finish.
That's wild.
And I'm thinking about taking it to the next step. Like I just want to make sure you're cool with it, and you have to respect his answer, unless you decide to go with option 2, which is just don't be homies with him anymore. You got to accept the fact that you're not gonna be homies with your fucking
imagine
new girl's ex who used to be your homie. You gotta like that'd be like say you got a new girlfriend. And like you meet her ex, and y'all are just like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" Man. Like you're chilling. Like, no, it's the same. It's the same shit.
What
like,
if they invited you to the wedding?
Dog, they'd be ballsy.
Dude,
as shit.
Would you go?
Maybe just to stir up a storm.
Bro.
If I wanted to be petty,
speak now and forever hold your peace. That boy said.
Ying. Let's say
I got a few words.
Let's say like I was still in love with that ex. Like I never got over her or some shit, right?
Yeah.
And then my homie married her, bro, and invited me to the wedding. I'm 100% fucking that wedding up. 100%.
I mean, honestly, I don't blame you. I'd probably
now, other than that, if it was just like an ex that I was over, I wouldn't pull up. I would just be like, no, I'm not going. Yeah. Like, because like I don't want to fucking be
it's
there.
Kind of rude at that point.
Yeah, it's just rude. It's like you're just like pouring salt in the wound type shit. Like, cool, bro, you got her,
bro. That's insane. Thank God. I've never had that happen to me, but I hope it never does.
Never had what happen to you?
Like one of my homies come up to me and be like, dude, I'm in love with your ex.
Oh, yeah, me
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd lose my mind. Have any of your homies talked to, this might be a weird question to get on the air, but have any of your homies talked to your ex? I mean, not like, I guess dated is a better question.
Dated? Nah. I mean, I guess technically the one that I was talking about earlier that I don't really count.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Technically, I don't want to say her name, but basically I dated this chick when I was real young, like fucking 13, 14.
Yeah.
And then we dated for like almost a year. And then we broke up and we reconnected when I was like 16, 17. But we only got in the talking stage. Now she did date, I'm pretty sure, a couple of my homies, but we were so young that it's like, bro, like I would say honestly in high school, like you can almost get away with it a little more. Just because you are kind of limited. You know, you just have your school.
Yeah, and we were innocent back then too.
Yeah, man. It's kind of, and plus you're in puberty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but once you're an adult, bro, you have the entire world of women.
Yeah, I mean, like genuinely, like of all ages. Except the obvious. Except the obvious.
But like, you have the whole fucking world. So there's really no excuse.
Point. Like, bro, you can't talk to any other chicks. You gotta talk to mine. Like, that's genuinely where I would be coming from. Like, I'd be like, dude, like, really? Like,
it's just disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, that's really what
it's like, you should, I mean, I don't know. In a way, it's kind of like, one, you should respect me enough not to do that. Two, you should fear me enough not to do that. You should know I'm gonna smack you in your mouth. That's the thing. You know that's
what I wanted to get into is that, like, bro, I feel like that's kind of why I haven't had anyone.
Yeah, I mean, like, the reason this comes up is because it happened recently.
Yeah.
I never thought it would happen to me.
No.
That
shit was insane. I was like, bro, no fucking way.
I never thought.
These what I sent her.
I mean, I guess it's because, I mean, like, I don't know. I guess because we're adults now and I've calmed down a lot. But I mean, this motherfucker went to school with me. Yeah. He knows I be fighting. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't take no shit.
That's why. Yeah.
And he's a pussy. He's a straight fucking pussy. bro, let me think of like.
That's probably
I'm trying to think
those are
of
the
a
ones you gotta
fucking
watch
example.
out for because they know they fear the fuck out of you, but they know that you're not gonna beat their ass because they're pussy.
That's true. That's true. Because like, I mean, and we're grown men now. Like the only way I would beat someone's ass now is like I'm at the bar and they like either assaulted me first,
right.
disrespected my girl,
right,
or did some shit like that in front of my face.
Yeah, exactly.
Like other than that, I mean, I'm not gonna pull up to somebody's fucking house. The only way I would do that at this age,
and if you're still doing that at this age, bro.
Well, I was about to say the only way I would do that at this age is if I was fucking married and someone fucked my wife.
Well, yeah.
Or if I was still dating the chick. Honestly, even if I'm still dating her, like serious relationship.
Oh, yeah,
like, dog, you better watch the fuck
Make
out.
sure you lock them doors. Turn them lights down low.
So I could definitely see me pull it. Like if it's a homie, if it's a random motherfucker that fucked my girl though, whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's the way I see it. It's like, all right, well, fuck that guy, but I don't know him.
You know, sometimes it sucks being a guy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we got it tough.
Yeah. I don't
No
think people realize that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like guys realize that.
Yeah.
Actually, some guys are so pussy these days, they don't even realize it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to go back to the old days.
Yeah, if I would love to be like in the 90s and shit. Oh, you want to go way
I'm
back?
trying to go back to the West.
The Wild West?
When they were making beans over a campfire. You know what I'm saying? Actually had to go out there and kill your fucking dinner. Like, man. Now we're doing fucking.
See, I'm good on that. I could do it like the 80s or 90s. Whoa.
Got attacked.
Bug flew up your nose or some shit?
Think so.
But I could do like the 80s or 90s, like before social media.
Yeah, that's
and all that. Basically, social media is what's fucking everybody up.
I feel like I was born in the wrong.
It's funny because we're putting this on social media. See, social media has a lot of great
social
things.
media. Make sure you guys follow us on all social medias. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe right now. Instagram, the O-Town Talk. All of our @s in the description. Go ahead.
So social media has got a lot of great and terrible things.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
I almost feel like there's more bad.
Oh, now,
good,
dude.
Unfortunately,
it's terrible now.
But we kind of still need it.
We're becoming that age, or we're getting into that time. Like everything's a fucking app. Like you can everything is so like just like accessible. Like we're gonna be like we're already overloaded as it is, but like I feel like. And it's already becoming like kind of oversaturated, like badly. So like, I can only imagine like what shit's gonna be around or what all is gonna be available, like just in the next 5 fucking years. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
the direction that we're heading right now, like at least technologically.
What exactly are you afraid of?
Not necessarily afraid. It's just kind of like,
well, what are the bad things that you're worried about happening in 5 years?
Just too much. Like it's too much. Not like we're gonna become like a social. Like a social list country.
Oh, you think we're gonna be socialist?
Or world, yeah, damn near.
And what makes you think that?
Because there's gonna be like so much like shit, so like there's not gonna be like enough originality, I guess, or like enough jobs per se. So like we're all gonna be pretty much doing like the same shit, and like everyone's just gonna be getting paid the same because, you know. Essentially, these big corporations. These big corporations are already damn near taking over as it is. COVID is what fucked that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When all those small businesses got shut down during COVID, I mean, all these fucking big corporations fucking were like, okay, invested in their own side companies and built what they did. So I feel like that's damn near how it's going to be. Is that there's only going to be only a few people.
You think that'll happen in 5 years though?
Maybe not 5 years, but soon.
I'd say within a decade.
Do you think we'll ever have flying cars?
Or not a decade?
Do you think?
No, we'll never have flying cars.
Yeah, I don't think
because we could already make them now. They don't because it's inefficient.
I mean, we do have planes.
Yeah, but like flying cars, like a whole different
sky.
game. Yeah, but it's a whole different game because you don't have lanes and shit up in the sky. It'd be so hard to like manage that shit.
I mean, yeah. I just feel like we're I feel like we're getting into that time. Like, you know how like the future is portrayed like now, like it's very like high tech, it's all like squeaky clean, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Maybe not squeaky. The squeaky clean part, I would fucking lose my mind if we actually did that. But I genuinely feel like we're kind of moving in that direction.
Of like utopia type shit?
Damn near, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think. I think we're going towards a dystopia.
to become a utopia. That's also what I think. I think
we're gonna kill each other.
I think the world is breaking down right now.
Yeah,
genuinely.
I don't think we're gonna.
And it's only a matter of time before we all soon turn on each other.
Like World War III type shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we've gotten into that. Definitely could.
I mean, people are already like offended as it is, and like we already can't say and do shit. So like, I don't know. I'm just kind of going on. Like, right here.
Yeah, you're going a lot of ways. I'm trying to keep up, but I think to go off of that, I don't think we're going anywhere near a utopian society. I think we're going more towards a dystopian society where everybody's fucking sad and everything sucks, but everything's easy.
Do you think we're happier now than we were like a few years ago? I feel like we were in
absolutely not.
No,
like how many years ago are you talking?
Like 2015.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, we were way happier back then.
Yeah.
Way happier.
Have we gotten? Yeah.
Well, statistically speaking, there's more depressed people today than ever.
That's what I was getting at, really.
Yeah. And more lonely people today than ever, which is interesting because we're the most connected we've ever been, and yet we're the loneliest we've ever been.
That goes back into what I was saying. I don't think we got to it on the last pod, or I might have been talking to you before we started this one, but I feel like dating apps have really fucked that up.
Yes. I don't think it's just dating apps though. I mean, I think they definitely play a part, but yeah. I mean, if dating apps never existed, it would still, I mean, it'd be better, I guess, because they definitely like made it worse.
Yeah.
But I think social media itself really fucked it up. Because even if there weren't dating apps, it'd still be the same old story where men would be sliding into women's DMs all the time. So where women have like 150 options and men have like 0 or 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, unless you're like top 1% dude, whatever the fuck.
That gets those types of
where your DMs are loaded with chicks. Which even these rich motherfuckers, like they be talking like these influencers.
Oh yeah.
They be talking about their DMs are flooded with dudes too. Like chicks don't be doing that. Like you still got to reach out to the chick even at that level. You know what I mean?
I feel like most girls prefer a guy to come up to them.
For sure. Which is normal.
That's why
I don't fault them for it.
On the dating apps, to be honest with you.
What's that? One more time?
That's why I feel like you don't see a lot of fine girls on those dating apps because they are the type.
They're already taken. I mean, I don't know.
Well, if not that, but
Tinder be having some baddies on.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, a lot of them are fake profiles.
That's true.
That's the one thing. Tinder, if you ever watch this, I'm gonna need you guys to get them fucking bots off of y'all. I mean, I don't know who is running that fucking app right now, but I'm gonna fucking tighten up.
Yeah, I mean, they're all pretty fucked.
I mean, I'm not on it, but you know.
But I mean, I think the dating sphere or even the social sphere in general would still be very fucked even without the dating apps, just for that reason. Like girls would be oversaturated and guys would still be undersaturated, if that's even correct terminology.
No, I mean, yeah. That's another unfortunate thing about being a boy.
Being a man.
Being a man too. I mean, it says the boys only.
That's true. But I mean, you know, the way you can look at it one or two ways, right? You can look at it like, woe is me. I can't, like, no chicks hitting me up. Or you can just, like, become better.
You're so right.
Like, the
way you said that was just funny.
Like, you can either be sad and, like, no one's ever going to like me, or you can look at yourself and be like, well, I wouldn't like me if I was a chick.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I'm fat.
Maybe I should fucking change that.
I'm fat. I got no money. I mean, that's about it.
Yeah.
If you're fit and got money, you're doing it right as a dude. You know, just be nice, I guess. You can just be nicer.
But if you're fit and ugly, then you're fucked.
Nah.
No.
I think being fit and rich, even if you're ugly, like say you're just one of those guys that's genetically fucked in the face, which they're out there, like, which suck. I mean, sorry for your luck, homie.
Yeah, didn't.
But like, if you got a good personality, you got, you know, obvious signs of status with wealth, and you're fit, so you obviously like care about your health.
Mm-hmm.
I think girls will look past the ugly face, because girls don't seem to care about looks nearly as much as guys.
No.
You know what I mean? Girls definitely care more about status and like who you are.
Well, if the guy's a good person too, I mean, they're not going
to. Yeah, that's what I meant with who you are. You know what I mean? And even then, I mean, like, you don't want to be too good of a guy.
Yeah.
You're too good of a guy.
You get taken advantage of.
You get taken advantage of. They think you're boring.
Right.
You know, you want to like have some excitement in their life. And that can come off the wrong way. You shouldn't manipulate chicks.
Oh, absolutely not.
You just shouldn't be fucking boring. You know, that's basically what I'm saying. Like, don't be Like, you can be exciting without fucking with a chick's head, per se.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can still be an exciting human being.
Yeah, you ever heard of Universal? Of course.
But, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like the thing, you just can't bend to every whim that your girl has. That's how she gets bored of you. Like, if your girl is constantly hitting you with, like, I don't want you hanging out with these guys. I don't want you going out with the homies. I want you to stay in tonight. Bro. You gotta, like...
I hate that shit.
But, like, you can demand your time without being a dick about it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to necessarily tell a chick, like, yo, what the fuck? I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. And then go out. Like, you can lay it out. Communicate. Yeah, you can communicate in a healthy way. That also stands your ground, though. You got to be like, look, you need to understand that these are my friends and I need this time with my friends.
And I'm glad you said that, because I would go on the record to say that I think it is very healthy for a guy to hang out with his buddies, like, every so often. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean...
Not even every so often. I think it should be a continuous routine.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like holy shit.
I mean, I've been there. My first, like, serious girlfriend.
Same.
I barely hung out with the homies. Like, the only reason I hung out with you is because I lived with you, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if I didn't live with
you, you were lucky to even have that.
Yeah.
You probably went fucking insane.
But like, if I didn't live with you, I mean, like, look, how often you saw me hang out with, like, Noah.
Yeah, exactly.
Calvin.
Yeah.
All of them. You never saw me, like, leaving, like, maybe once every 6 months type shit, you know?
Yeah, very rare.
Other than that, I was basically just chilling with you whenever I wasn't chilling with her.
Yeah.
You know, if it was like a day that I stayed in and she didn't come over, I didn't go over there, then I'd kick it on the living room couch with you or whatever, you know? So, like, I've been there and it fucks with you. It sucks. Like, because then once you all break up.
Oh, yeah. Then you don't
Thankfully, I got good friends. So, like, I was able to find people to hang out with quickly.
Facts.
But on that same token, even though I had good friends and was able to find people, I was, like, socially awkward. I, like, forgot how to fucking chill.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? I had to like train myself how to be, like, one of the homies again.
It's kind of like when you go a year without driving a car, you get back in it. Like, you know how to do it, but you gotta get
you gotta like feel it out.
You gotta be accustomed to it. Yeah. Finally put your hands 10 and 2. Yeah. I haven't done this shit in fucking forever.
But yeah, so I don't think I'll ever make that mistake again, thankfully.
No, yeah.
My last relationship, I think I did a lot better with it.
Oh, absolutely.
So
I agree.
Yeah.
I think I tried.
But yeah, definitely chill with your homies. I feel like everybody's gonna go through one relationship where they fuck up and don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, if you haven't gone through that relationship, don't take our advice. We've done it.
Yes.
You know, don't cut off the homies, and make sure you tell the chick that
it's all about communication, dude.
And but stern. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that communication's gonna be like you go like, but babe, like,
oh no,
that's my best friend. I've known him for years. Like, I can't just like fucking bail on him. Babe, don't cry, babe. Some bullshit like that. What it is you gotta tell her straight up. You gotta be like, look, I haven't shown my homie in like 2 weeks, and I need this time. Like, I can't just be with you all the time. You know, this is like, and don't even say it like some mental health shit.
Oh yeah, no.
You can literally say like, I value my time with my homies.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And you can even say, I miss my homies. I want to hang out with them.
Yeah,
you know?
There's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't have to be like some argument or whatever. And if she starts, bro, you got to stand your ground as a man. If she starts fucking acting up over it,
yeah,
you either break up with her or you let her cool the fuck down and you give it round 2 the next day. You know what I mean? But you go and hang out with your homies.
Yeah.
You do not, unless there's a serious fucking thing going on. Like, let's say her fucking family member died, right? And you had plans with the homies, but she's like really heartbroken over this family member. Then yeah, sometimes you gotta have sacrifices. You gotta stand with your girl, give her company, give her some support, yada, yada, yada.
Boyfriend.
But if there's not a legit reason, if she's just like wanting all of your undivided attention 24/7, then you either got to set her straight or you got to leave her.
Facts.
And you don't got to leave her on the first time. Like I said, you can give it round 2. You can just like go out with your homies that day, right? She can be bitter and mad about it.
Yep.
And then next time you see her, you can talk about it some more. And if she doesn't tighten the fuck up, you got to be a man. You got to stick to your word. You got to be like, look, I value these things. And if my partner's not going to allow me to do the things that I value, then you got to dip.
Wise man once told me it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
In most cases. In most.
Well,
you want to go back to what we were talking about earlier?
Yeah,
yeah, so I fucked this girl.
Yeah, it was first time. I didn't know what to do with my hands. I was like, oh, it's funny as fuck.
All right, so on like a darker note, unfortunately.
I know, I was just about to say transition it.
Jonathan Lewis.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. That shit sucks.
If you haven't heard about it, Vince will explain it.
Yeah. Basically, this kid, I get more came out, so I'm gonna say
really?
the whole story.
All
right. So whole story. There's a group of kids, and they were stealing from other kids, right? And the kids that were getting robbed decided that they wanted to like confront them and like get their shit back or whatever. The kids that were stealing said like, let's meet after school. We'll fight it out. They met after school, right? Jonathan wasn't even supposed to be a part of the fight, which is crazy. He wasn't even supposed to be there, I guess.
It's always the dudes. It's always people that aren't even involved are the ones that end up losing it. Like,
and he,
that's so sad.
Yeah, he, I guess they took one of his homies during this fight shit, threw him in a trash can, and like he was like a small kid, threw him in the trash can. He was stuck in the trash can type shit. And then Jonathan went to stand up for his friend. I guess like Jonathan was there as like a spectator. He just wanted to see the fight type shit. But after his homie got bitched up like that, I don't blame him. Like my homie gets stuffed in a fucking trash can. You bet your ass I'm fighting.
We're going to war.
So he got up, and I guess he didn't even like swing on dude yet. He just like got involved. He was like talking his shit and like saying like give him his shit back. That's fucked up type shit. And then they proceeded. 12 of these kids proceeded to gang up and beat the shit out of him.
Literally beat the life out of him.
And well, he actually didn't die on the scene.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
So they beat the fuck out of him. He had a shit ton of injuries, and I guess he was in the hospital for a couple days, and then he passed away from his injuries. Now a lot of discourse has been going on due to the race of the people involved. The kid that was killed was white, and all the kids that killed him were black. And shout out justice system. 8 of them are being charged for murder. Wow. So there were 12 kids involved, but I guess they got the analysts over there. So I guess they were analyzing the footage, and maybe like 4 of the kids weren't really doing shit. They were just kind of like over them. At least
not enough to like charge.
You know what I mean?
Or at least with that.
So 8 of the kids are getting charged of murder, and they plan to charge them as adults.
Oh, really?
All of them.
Wow.
And these kids range from age 13 to 17.
Oh yeah, because I forgot they weren't even. Oh yeah, no, they were in high school.
It was high school, yeah. 13 to 17 was the age range of these kids. So even the 13-year-olds are getting charged as adults. So that's cool.
I mean, that's what happens when you do stupid fucking
now, here's a public discourse going on. Obviously, this is bound to happen when you got whites and blacks getting into scuffles. Race issue. My thing is, I genuinely don't believe this was a hate crime. And a lot of rightists are saying it was a hate crime. There's no evidence.
It wasn't a hate crime.
Yeah, there's definitely no evidence that they killed him.
It's an unfortunate thing that happened, and what's even more unfortunate about it is that it happens to be between 12 black, kids and a white kid that, unfortunately lost his life. And like anything in America, when stuff like that happens, it's bound to, gain news, and people are all going to talk about it. But what's crazy, and the main reason why I think, why you wanted to bring it up, is that they weren't even really like talking about it. Right.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Yeah. So my thing isn't so. I definitely don't think it was a hate crime. But if the roles were reversed, it would be a hate crime.
I think
the media would push it as a hate crime. It still wouldn't be a hate crime.
No,
if exact same circumstances, roles reversed,
just the news outlets.
The news would be pushing it as a hate crime. They'd be like 12 white boys, beat to death. Yeah. Young black teenager.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be the headline. CNN would be covering it.
Oh,
all of them would be covering
Fox
it.
Would be on top of that shit.
And they'd be pushing it that way. So what bothers me is that the media ain't doing the same in the reverse because it doesn't fit their agenda. Now, I'm not saying they should. I don't think they should, but I think it shines a light on the issue of them doing it the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, hate to bring it up.
It's an unfortunate real thing that happens here. I mean,
what I was gonna say.
Well, depending on what the fuck you're about to say. I meant about the black and white. What you were about to say, please.
Well, this is still about black and white. So what we can compare this to some extent is the George Floyd incident. There was no evidence that was a hate crime. Zero evidence.
Really?
Yeah, it was a white cop kneeling on a black guy's neck. And let's take all the other factors out of it, right? Let's assume he was sober. Let's assume black guy was sober. George Floyd. Shouldn't say black guy. George Floyd was sober. The cop was doing a negligent job in overasserting his power. Sure. Absolutely. We can agree on that.
Yeah.
Problem is that guy, rather than it being called a cop being shitty at his job and accidentally causing the death of someone, assuming he wasn't on drugs,
it turned into
a whole race thing.
Yeah. That is the sad thing, is that regardless,
and it's because of the media.
And
the media
so loves to push shit like that because that's the shit that we eat up.
And that caused riots in the streets, you know, all that shit. Now, take this situation, right? And imagine if the media did the same thing. You know what I mean? Imagine if the media said, like, hate crime against white people.
Yeah.
The reason they didn't do it is because nobody would give a fuck. You know, it wouldn't get clicks. No. And not only would it not get clicks and not get views, it wouldn't, it would skew the agenda that they push that does get them clicks. It does get them views.
Exactly.
And it's almost kind of sad. Like, let's say this was a hate crime, which I don't think it is.
Yeah.
But let's say it was a hate crime. Let's say that these 12 black guys killed this white kid because he was white, right? As a white man, we wouldn't do shit about it. And it's kind of fucking sad. Like, we don't stand up for ourselves with shit like that. Because immediately, which makes almost no sense, it like, we feel like we're racist if we do.
It's just because of the history in America that's happened. And
no, I get why.
Yeah, no,
but it doesn't make it okay.
No. That's what I'm saying, is that's what's sad about it. Is that it's not okay. And
because if it was a true hate crime, which there have been plenty of hate crimes black on white,
of course.
I mean, we saw the one recently. I'm pretty sure that they were charged with a hate crime. I could be wrong, so maybe I shouldn't say it. Well, now I want to at least say what I was referencing, but I could be totally wrong. They were like 17, 18-year-olds ran over a white guy just because he was white. Type shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they just ran him over.
See, that's insane.
They did get charged though. They're going to jail for murder.
Well, that's good.
But I'm pretty sure that was a hate crime. So like, this shit does happen, but you don't see like riots.
They just
in the streets
don't.
Over it.
Yeah, it's not even that. But
you know, and it's just sad. It's sad to me. I mean, maybe the reason. Maybe the reason I wouldn't participate in like some riot over a white kid getting killed is because personally, I just look at I look at us as just humans.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about who's black, who's white, who's Latino.
Yeah.
I'm just like, to me, it's people killing people.
Yeah. Exactly.
And like, even if it was a hate crime, yeah, it would piss me off. I'd be like, damn, like someone really got killed because of the color of their skin.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't like feel any connection to that white kid. Whereas I feel like in black culture, they're very united in that sense.
Course, yeah.
In that, you know.
Yeah. No, they are.
But are they though? I mean, I don't mean to like go on some culture crazy shit here, but gang violence is through the fucking roof. Are they really that united? They're killing each other in the streets.
The gang violence is stupid. I think that's
of course
the dumbest.
But that's the crazy thing to me. Like they'll. I'm saying they because I'm white. So I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
But it just. I mean, this is more of me being not judgmental. But I just don't understand how they're so united on certain fronts and so divided in those same communities at the same time. They are so united when it comes to a white man doing something to their community. But when they destroy their own communities, they're also willing to destroy their own communities.
I mean, you have the few in that culture group where they disapprove of that and they really push for, non-gang violence.
But of course, nobody wants gang violence.
But the sad thing is that that's how they grow up. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, let's take the George Floyd riots just for example. We're really going on this one to a whole new thing. But let's take the George Floyd riots just for an example.
Yeah, they
were destroying black businesses.
Oh no, I know. I know.
Like, who are you? Like, what are you trying to prove here?
That's,
you know what I mean. Like, don't get me wrong. Like that cop, assuming George wasn't on any drugs, which at the time there was no evidence that he was, or at least no public evidence that there was. That he was. Assuming he wasn't on drugs and this cop did a negligent job and did kill him, and let's even say it was a hate crime. Let's say that cop killed him because he was black.
Right.
Why are you destroying your own community? go after the people that did it, at least.
Yeah, I mean,
like that's now I'm not condoning the insurrection.
It's not the opposite of an erection.
You know what the insurrection, the January 6th thing?
Oh yeah,
when Biden was
yeah.
So
sorry, I want to throw in a little funny sprinkle in here.
So not condoning the insurrection, but at least they took the fight to the man.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it was a bad way to do it. I don't think we should be storming Capitol buildings and government official buildings and shit. But if you're mad at somebody, you should take it to them. You know, so if you're mad at the police unit of your city, maybe you should go riot at the police station.
Yeah, genuinely, actually.
You know, not your own communities, and just make your situation worse in an extent. You know, you're trying to support Black-owned businesses and support the Black community so that they become, you know, more successful and more established in society as a whole. Yet you're destroying their business and you're stealing from them. I mean, you saw the riots, they were looting as well.
Yeah, that shit was insane.
Now, this is a whole new thing. I mean, this is old fucking news at this point. Like, this is what, 4 years old at this point?
Yeah. Or
no, 5 years almost.
Coming up on it. Has it really been that long?
Yeah, because it was before.
God.
No, maybe 4 years on the dot. I think it was 2020. Yeah, it was 2020 because that was that crazy year. COVID happened, George Floyd happened. Like, holy 2020 shit. Was a shit show.
That's insane.
So almost 4 years because it's 2023. Damn.
All right. Yeah, time be flying by.
But so it's old news at this point. I mean, I just kind of bring it up just in the sense of like, I just got to thinking about it over this Jonathan Lewis situation. But at the end of the day, I don't think this was a hate crime. I'm glad that the reaction wasn't so much that it was a hate crime.
Yeah.
Because that would be false. And we don't want false shit. So I just think it's very, what's the word? Two-faced, I guess, of the media.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know,
I mean, they expose themselves because it goes to show what type.
Yeah, but nobody's looking at it that way. You know, like unfortunately, only the right sees it that way. The left. I was watching Philip DeFranco. I can call him out because he's a public figure, so fuck him. I actually like Philip DeFranco, so no, not fuck him. I like most of his content, but I was watching Philip DeFranco, and he didn't touch on that at all. He reported on the story. He made sure to wait until he already explained the situation for like 5 minutes before even mentioning a race divide there.
Huh.
And at the end of it, he just made sure to emphasize that there was no evidence of hate crime, which is fair. It's true reporting. But he didn't decide to touch on the fact that if the roles were reversed, even if there was no racial slurs in the video, yada, 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 every news report would report it as a fucking hate crime, including Philip DeFranco. And I know because I've been watching your shit for years. All right. I'm a righty, but I mainly consume leftist content because I like disagreeing with people. As you can tell on this podcast, I'm always debating with fucking everybody. So it's boring when I'm watching like Ben Shapiro or some shit.
Yeah.
Because like I agree with them for the most part. So like I'm watching his shit. I mean, not everything Ben says, but you know, he's a Republican. So for the most part, I agree with most of what he's saying. So it's kind of boring. It's like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I agree with that. Cool. Right. But when I watch a leftist, I get to sit there and kind of fume, you know, kind of
gets fired.
Kind of like this fucking, you know what I mean?
They're really thinking like that. They're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. But overall, I do like Philip DeFranco's content. I think he's one of the better leftist reporters, but I just think it's funny that like none of the left wants to acknowledge the fact that this is clear, what's the word? When you tell someone not to smoke, but you smoke. Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. It's clear hypocrisy. Mm-hmm. So, you know.
No, it's sad.
We're just letting the media do whatever they want. We don't say shit about it except for the right. And when the right says it, we're called fucking bigots and crazy people.
We literally just agree and just take in whatever's told to us and just, we're like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like the left does. Well, and not to make this I guess I am making it a right left
make it
issue.
Fucking political, man.
I mean, I am, but like I didn't even mean to go on this fucking tangent. It just fucking drives me up a wall.
No, you make a good point.
And this is more so about the media than it is about the people themselves. I just think the media has catered to the left so much at this point. I mean, when you know, think about like okay, no, I'm not gonna say that.
I have no idea where you were gonna go, but
I just don't. I'm just gonna piss off a lot of people in the state. Fuck it.
Get some off, man.
Yeah. So like, think about a spoiled child, right? If a spoiled child is told his entire life that he's right, then he's always gonna think he's right.
Absolutely.
So when the media has been pushed to the left for so long and on so many outlets because it's more politically acceptable and it doesn't hurt anybody's feelings. So, well, it hurts certain people's feelings, but they almost like being hurt.
But they get shoved under a rug.
Yeah. So, then you can't really expect the left to, acknowledge when they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So they're sitting here like, no, we're right. The media has always said we're right. So we are right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of what's going. I feel like that's kind of the issue here. Like they're refusing to see the hypocrisy and the two-facedness going on in this situation, even though it's right in their fucking face. But they've been told by the media for so long that things don't work that way, so they can't accept it. And like I said, I don't think it's a hate crime, and I don't think that the media should call it a hate crime. But I think it shines a light on the fact that the media is willing to call anything with a white guy assaulting a black guy a hate crime. But if it's the other way around, even if that situation wasn't a hate crime, but if it's the other way around, they won't construe it that way because it fucks with their agenda.
Exactly.
Both circumstances, no hate crime. I don't think this was a hate crime. I need to make that very clear. It wasn't a hate crime.
Not at all.
But
I stand with you.
The media would call it a hate crime if the roles were reversed. That's what I'm saying.
Now, depending on what more information comes out, it could.
No, it's not a hate crime. The police, they've come out and said it. They said that there is absolutely no evidence of it being a hate crime.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
No. Well, I know that's what, and I'm not sitting here trying to push it is. You know what I mean?
No, yeah,
but that's the thing with the leftist media. They try to push it that it is, even when there's no fucking evidence of it. Like even the cop that killed George Floyd. I'm pretty sure. I might want to fact check this, but I'm pretty sure he's in jail for life for sure.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't go to jail on a hate crime though. He went to jail for murder. They didn't call it a hate crime because there was no evidence of a hate crime. Yeah. Yet the whole country blew up about it being a hate crime because he was white and he was black.
Well, it was also in the way that he killed him too.
Oh, you think that was cleaner than the way Jonathan Lewis died?
No. I'm just saying that's why. On top of what you just said, the manner in which he did it.
I don't want to go too deep into this George Floyd shit because I'm going to go off the walls.
Oh, no. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, that's why I think it was.
Dude, the manner Jonathan Lewis died is just as bad or worse. He got killed by 12 fucking teenagers stomping on his skull.
No, I know.
With intent to kill.
Yeah, no, I know.
With the cop on George Floyd's neck, I mean, if you think that was intentional, bro, he was kneeling for a long time. You don't just, if you killed somebody, you kill him quick. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think he was just negligent. I think he was not doing his job well, and it led to the death of somebody. You could call that manslaughter or second degree murder or whatever the fuck that is, but it's definitely not what's the word? First degree premeditated murder. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I don't think it was premeditated. No.
Definitely not.
Absolutely not. No.
And I don't think I genuinely don't think he meant to kill George Floyd. But whatever.
Unfortunately, yeah, that shit just happened and it ended with someone's life.
But
it happened to be a white black.
Yeah, my whole thing is this officer was definitely negligent. He definitely probably contributed to the death of George Floyd. Although there's evidence to show that the drugs killed George Floyd. But even if George Floyd had the drugs in his system, I'd imagine somebody kneeling on your neck is not going to help the situation you have going on with your drugs.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They should have been giving him medical attention.
Of course.
So, definitely negligence, but he didn't even go to jail for a hate crime. Yet the whole country reacted as if it was a hate crime.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He is officially documented as a murderer. Not a hate crime. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
And yet the whole world went crazy over it. And what happened to innocent until proven guilty? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's official. He is guilty, but not for a hate crime.
Just for murdering.
Yeah, and yet the media was in our face for fucking months about hate crime.
Narrative.
So I hope you guys see the hypocrisy happening here. The media is pushing a fucking agenda because it makes them money. It makes sense because people want to see that shit. Unfortunately, people want to see that shit. But
it's the world we live in.
Dude. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't even see anybody calling this a hate crime either. The Jonathan Lewis situation.
I haven't, no.
I've seen Matt Walsh and shit comment on kind of the same thing I'm commenting on, that the media isn't covering this in the way that they would cover any other situation.
That's the only thing.
And they didn't even cover it. By the way, you know this happened on November 1st? I didn't even find out about it until 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't
even know the kid was dead until 3 or 4 days ago.
It's not going to get them views. It's not going to.
Yeah, it wasn't until the.
It would get people talking, but if you
not even if they just threw it on Fox News and said kid was killed by 12 kids on the day that it happened, nobody would be talking about it.
No, but as soon
the
as
only reason it's getting talked about now, the only is because it wasn't talked about before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why that's why
this shit's can't believe. So it's almost a good thing they didn't talk about it because it brought more awareness to the situation.
Yeah.
So actually, thank you guys 100%. For fucking up because now we can expose you, you dumb fucks.
That's funny as shit.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't, and like I said, they wouldn't even be talking about this right now if it wasn't for the right finding the clip and being like, "Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, when did this happen?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't hear about
happened in the first.
I don't know. Yeah, that's
15 days ago.
Yeah, that's
this shit happened.
Yeah, that's insane.
15 fucking days, and I just found out about it on I think I found out about it on the 9th or 10th at the latest. It might even been sooner or more recent than that.
Yeah, that shit's wild.
Yeah, and it didn't go viral until the day after I found out about it. And then I started seeing it everywhere. A lot of people.
Yeah, once
Philip DeFranco just reported on it fucking today.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Kid died 15 days ago. Or kid got attacked 15 days ago. I think he died like 3 days after he got attacked. So he probably died on like the 3rd or 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
I can't believe that they didn't talk about that.
Yeah. Nobody gave a fucking shit because he was white.
That's true.
Insane. And I'm not trying to make this a racial problem. I'm trying to make this a media problem.
Yeah,
you guys are letting the
media. Yeah.
I'm mad at the media.
Yeah.
For the way they portray things, the way they portrayed the George Floyd shit, the way they're portraying this, the way they've portrayed other not even racial conflicts, but made them racial conflicts in the past. Yes, racist incidents do happen, unfortunately. There are racist people on both sides of the spectrum in this country. Unfortunately, more of them are white, I would say. At least more of the hate crimes are white.
Absolutely.
But it probably evens out about like, well, there's more white people. So yeah, there probably are more white racists. But so unfortunately, but not every time that something happens between a white and a black person, someone dies, someone gets beat up, whatever. Not every time it's hate crime. Sometimes they can just make it look that way. Yeah. The media just knows how to make it look that way, and they take advantage of it. It's the media that's the problem.
Yeah, they're the ones that are dividing us.
So I would say, I don't know. Just R.I.P. Jonathan Lewis. Honestly, that fucking sucks.
R.I.P. George Floyd. R.I.P. all the people that have lost their lives in unfortunate events like that, man. It's it's sad, genuinely,
It does fucking suck. But hopefully, if anything good can come out of Jonathan Lewis's passing, hopefully it brings attention to the issue, the media machine that is running and taking advantage of everybody's thoughts and feelings every single fucking day.
Their media or
just to make money. They're causing the media doesn't give a fuck if there's havoc in the streets. That gives them more things to report on.
Exactly.
When they cause a problem, they've just made more money because now there's more problems that they caused that they can report on. Come on. Come on. It's right in all of our faces. Even this right here. To some extent, they love that everybody's arguing over this.
Oh, absolutely.
Because now there's something to fucking talk about.
Of course. They just want to keep us talking.
They want to keep us talking. They want to keep us divided. So I wish I would have said that earlier at the end.
Keep your eyes open and keep your mind open. Keep your eyes closed.
Yeah.
Don't focus on the news.
Yeah.
And all these hoes.
And if you are, I don't even want to tell people to use the news, bro. Do your own research. Well, the thing is, all the research is news outlets.
You just gotta. I don't know, man. That's what I was talking about on the few podcasts ago, man.
Just try to be open-minded.
How do you know what's factual and what's just biased?
Just read everything with some level of speculation. I think that's the best way to do it. That's how I do it. I never read something and I'm like, holy shit, this is what happened. I read it and I try to dissect it. And when I see a video, I try to dissect it. Like when I saw the video of Jonathan Lewis getting pounded, that might have been a terrible way to put that. Getting killed. I didn't think. You might have to
cut that out.
Nah.
No, I'm just joking.
It's just a mishap of words. But when I'm trying to say something serious. When I saw the video of Jonathan Lewis getting killed, I didn't think oh, this is definitely a hate crime. That wasn't the first thing that came to my mind. Even though the person that was posting it, this was just a fight page that was posting it, ironically. Was white kid gets beat to death by 12 black kids, and he was trying, but you don't see the media talking about this. So he's kind of alluding to race issue on the other side.
Right.
But when I'm watching the video, that's not the first thing I put in my head. I'm like, they're not beating his ass because he's white.
No,
like,
yeah.
They're beating his ass. They
Yeah.
shouldn't be doing that. But,
Right.
it wasn't the first thing that popped in my head, even though he was trying to construe it that way. So whenever you consume any sort of media,
Be
just
skeptical.
Be skeptical.
Keep an open mind.
Be skeptical about it.
Genuinely. And then do your research.
And cautious.
Do your research and come up with your own conclusion or
See as many different outlets as you can.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, stray away from the mainstream ones. You're probably better off with the internet gurus on this situation, on like this type of shit, unfortunately. I mean, honestly, almost everything at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like the
Absolutely.
media always over exaggerates literally everything. Like the mainstream media. I feel like the low key sources are the better places to go.
Yeah.
So I think that's a wrap, though. I mean, I've been talking for a while.
We got into it on
yeah.
This might be the top boys pod that we've done.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
Maybe we'll have another one after this if Bailey decides to come back. I think she's mad at us right now.
No, I think she'll be back on when we shoot Sunday. So she should be back for the next episode. If you guys miss Bailey, if you haven't seen her yet and you want to see her, go ahead and subscribe.
If you miss Bailey, leave a comment. If you didn't miss Bailey, let us know.
Yeah, genuinely, if you miss Bailey, leave a comment. That'll be funny. She'll see how little people miss her because no one's gonna comment.
Oh, that was funny.
All right, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all our social media in the description. You can even find our boy Nick back there. He does a lot of good work for us. Thank you, Nick.
Sir. Shout out Nick one time. Always making us look good.
That's a wrap. We'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Yes, sir. We out. God, and I fucked my microphone up. Good night, America. And good night, my sweet love.